I have always thought that working hard work pays. But you know what? Sometimes it doesn't. And I'm here to discuss why. Hi guys, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to my channel, creating, maintaining and enjoying your professional life. So today we're going to be discussing why hard work sometimes doesn't pay off. Is it that hard work never pays off, or is it us that are not doing what we're supposed to do? Welcome back to my channel, creating, maintaining and enjoying your professional life. So today we're going to be discussing why hard work sometimes doesn't pay off. Is it that hard work never pays off, or is it us that are not doing what we're supposed to do to make sure that we reap our reward? First of all, you need to understand you can never be good at something without you putting in the hard work to know exactly how that is done. You can never be a good pastor without you understanding, taking time to understand, what does God want me to tell his people? You can never be a good student without you taking time to work hard and study. You can never be a good leader without you taking time to actually understand the country you're leading, the people you're leading, their needs, their desire. And in the end, you end up saying hard work doesn't pay off. What's the point? No, maybe it's you that is not doing what you're supposed to do. So the first thing that you need to put in your mind, hard work needs to be a lifestyle. You cannot just wake up because of the panic, because of what's going on around you, because of the demand, and then you decide that today I'm going to work hard. No, it won't work out, because you know why? You probably won't have enough time to put in all that you have to put in. But imagine if you've been, let's say, working hard investing or working hard doing whatever, and then time comes whereby something has happened. What you do then in a panic, you just add on to what you've already done. But if you sit back and relax and just say, I'm working hard, but then you never do anything and you wait for something to happen and try to rush into doing something, it's not going to be beneficial for you, because one, nothing is guaranteed. All the resources that you need might not be available at the time you decide to work. You might not get the support you need. You might not basically have time to do the research that is required to take your work forward. So make sure you make it a lifestyle and do what you have to do every day, but not just style. You should be doing the things that you need to do in order to gain, in order to benefit, in order to be paid out of it. But you can't say, oh wow, now the pandemic is here, or now somebody's dying, I need to start praying, or something's happening, then I need to put in the hard work. What you're doing is not wrong, but maybe you haven't got enough time to do it all completely. You don't have enough time to do research. You don't have enough time to gather the funds that you need. You don't have enough time to do anything at all, but you're just doing it. What you're doing is right, but you're doing it out of panic. You can't do anything under pressure and you expect to reap the benefits. You will sometimes, but sometimes you won't. And when you reap, you probably won't enjoy, because you're all exhausted out of the hard work that you put in that is so late. So make hard work a lifestyle, but not out of panic. Sometimes what makes us feel as though we don't benefit from our hard work is because we never plan for success. What I mean is that, for example, if you're working hard to get a huge sum of money, and it comes in when you're not ready, you probably grab it and use it for whatever that is there. But remember, once that money finished, or once everything that you're doing has gone, you're going to start feel like, why am I like this? Why is everything going wrong? Why is blah, blah, blah? Maybe I worked hard for nothing. But no, you worked hard and you got the payoff, but you wasn't ready. You didn't plan for it, and therefore you've lost it all. And you think, no, hard work doesn't pay off. It pays off, but we need to plan for it. I'm just saying. You need to know that hard work requires you to understand exactly what it means by hard work. Are you just saying hard work because to please the people around you, or are you saying hard work because you're actually working hard? Sometimes we don't benefit from our hard work simply because we terminate too early. we need to see the fruits so early. But you know what, sometimes what we need to understand is that everything needs time to grow. Even hard work needs time to manifest. You can't think that, oh, I've been working the whole day today, so everything is ready. Sometimes you need to work for days and days and months and years in order to see certain things come in place. So if you don't take time and let them grow, maybe if you terminate early, you're going to miss out on all the time that you invested doing that you do just because you cannot be patient. So hard work requires you to be patient and terminate when it's time to terminate. Not when you think, ooh, I'm tired, so let me just terminate. You won't benefit from everything else that you do. We lack patience in what we do. Do you know what? Sometimes you need to understand that if you want something great, you need to invest in greatly in order for you to reap the rewards. So avoid terminating early and understand when is the new time for me to actually close the chapter and start enjoying the benefits. With hard work, there are things that you need to put in place in order to reap the reward. The first thing that you need to do, first of all, is to ask yourself a question. Am I working hard for myself? Am I working hard for those around me to know that I'm actually working hard? Or am I working hard to benefit them? When you actually spend a lot of time working and your hard work doesn't increase your knowledge, remember, knowledge is power and knowledge is always useful. Knowledge is what helps us to actually go where we go. But you know what? If you don't increase your knowledge out of your hard work, it's not really a benefit, because next time you're doing what you're doing now, you're going to put in as much time, or you probably won't even remember what you've done because you haven't increased yourself. So make sure that your hard work increases your learning, increases your knowledge. Then you need to mark the elements that are actually working, the elements that make the hard work pay off, and then know, okay, right, so if I put in this much, or if I do this and this is what's going to make me receive or get paid, or pay my reward pay off, or this is what gonna make it work. Then you know what you will do? You will concentrate on those elements and push everything aside, and you won't care what people say, because you've already noticed that, you know what, I'm not doing it for anybody else, I'm doing it for me. So regardless of what people think, it's fine. When you spend more than you should have spent, then you will not really reap out of your hard work. You know why? Most of the things, you put a budget down to make sure that that budget makes you get your destination. But if you spend more than what you're expected to spend, or what you're expecting, and then you spend the money you would have spent on something else onto this, even though you accomplish what you want, but as long as you've overspent, I don't call that payoff, because instead you've wasted. Instead you've lost money instead of actually benefiting. What you need to understand is that sometimes rewards or payoff comes in stages. So you need to have a full picture or completed picture of what the completed piece looks like. So then you'll be able to monitor and say, okay, right, that's just the beginning, and plan that if this happens, like if something great or reward comes before I've completed my project, what do I do? Put it on the side, bank it, use it, or reinvest it, or whatever. And then make sure the whole point of you tracking the little success that comes in the way is for you to make sure that you do not give in, or you do not end a project too early that you never basically benefit just because something little has come out. Because the reason why I'm saying this, sometimes just as you've started a project or in the middle of it, you will realize that, oh my God, something good has happened. And if you don't be careful, you're going to stop there and then jump onto the small reward that is coming. But if you stick to the course, you will notice that, you know what, the end reward, or if I continue, the reward will be even greater. So therefore, it's good that I'm getting rewards now, I'm getting payoff now, but this shouldn't take me off course, so carry on, carry on. The next thing that you need to know, first of all, think about it. How long do you want to be rewarded for? How long do you want the payoff to go on? For example, do you want a short term, like, I just want to get quick money, or just want to get something quick and bounce? Do you want that, or are you thinking of, I'm going to do something that's going to benefit my children and my children and my dad and my family and those around me? If you're thinking of something like that, then you know what? The hard work that is required is more than something that for short term. But you just need to put it in your mind that you know what? The greater you invest, the bigger or the high the reward will be, or the payoff will be. So make sure that you plan that stage as well, because these long or short term things, sometimes the reward is not exactly how we want it to be. One thing that you need to put in mind when it comes to hard work, if you don't calculate the risks and know that, you know what, if I do this, this might go wrong and this is what I can do, then you might end up working and repeating yourself, because when you do something else happens. When you do this, a problem comes, or this and that. So things from left, right and center start happening, and then you know what? Or you know that I'm working non-stop, but nothing is happening. That's because you never took time and calculated the risks and put down the mitigation, measures to know that this is what I'll be doing in case something happens. And you never, or by the time you get to actually get to the destination or get to the end of the project, you've spent so much time, you've spent so much money, you've spent so much resources that shouldn't have been used, just because you never calculated the risks. So make sure that before you start any project, that is done. You also need to understand that sometimes the reward or the payoff comes in stages. If you do not put this in your mind, success will come and will pass you by, or it will find you unready. You don't benefit from what you do because you don't weigh the journey. You don't assess and understand all the steps that needs to be done. That sometimes in order to actually harvest, in order to see, you need to you need to water the seeds. You need to be able to do exactly what you need to do, because if you're doing the wrong things just because you started with the right knowledge, Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed and learned something. I'm so excited. I don't know why, but it is what it is. So keep questioning me, asking me all these things. If you want me to talk about certain topics, go ahead and send me the questions and I will do my best to answer. Thank you so much. I'm always here for you. Please stay connected.